Hey, I'm Jay from the Kubz. Welcome back to another episode of Lil Guardsman. Now, we are going to continue exactly where we left off in the previous episode, but before we do that, I just need to thank you all again so much for the support on this series. Everybody is heavily invested in this. Every video that I've been doing, everybody's like, more Lil Guardsman, more Lil Guardsman, and I got you. I promise that I'm going to finish this series. I actually met one of you all when I went out to eat at a restaurant the other day. Shout out to you, Emen. It was lovely meeting you. She actually told me that I need to finish Lil Guardsman, and I said, I got you. I am going to finish this series, I promise you. So this is for her and for everybody else that wants me to finish Lil Guardsman. We're probably going to finish it in about 1 or 2 more episodes, depending on how much more we got to go. But if you guys cool with that, you down with that? Everybody get ready and buckle up, because here we go! Level 10. I think that we have 12 levels, so
Happy
10,
Saint
11, 12, so
Swithin's
3 more to
Day
go.
all our listeners. We're here live down at the parade where Saint Swithin himself is set to make an appearance.
I think that we actually
Mr.
listened to this at the end of the previous episode. So I'm ready, everybody. I'm not rusty. I haven't played this in a couple days, but I promise you, I'm a well-oiled
I
machine.
guess there's no letter from Dad today because of the holiday. I hope he's doing okay.
He better not be dead, or I'll kill him myself, I promise you. I'll go out on that battlefield. I'll fart in his face. I don't give a shit. But I do remember this part. I remember these freaking rats. And I remember this dude. Okay, so we have a note on this door. It said, Garby's Emporium of Wonder will be closed in honor of Saint Swithin's Day. Please feel free to take your business to some other establishment in town. Oh, wait, there isn't one. I'm the only shop you got. Now I kind of regret helping Garby establish his business. Bro got that King Kong dong-sized ego. I have you people in a capitalist chokehold. Ah ha 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 ha. Store will be open tomorrow at 9 a.m. P.S. If this is Lil, I saw your hooligan friends when I wrote this note, and they've got a shift's worth of crystals if you can track them down. Interesting. Okay. Garby's Emporium of Wonder is closed today. Oh, so I can't even go there. But all my little shitweasel friends have extra crystals. Let me see if he knows anything about that. Where's Isla? Where's Simon?
I was supposed to meet her at Councilwoman Ash's office.
So if I can track them down, then I'm pretty sure that I'm going to get 3 crystals. But I don't need that, everybody. I want to start the shift already. I'm in the mood. But it is interesting that we can go to all these random places. So maybe I have to do that before I start my shift. So let's go to the dig site first. Let's talk to some people. Let's gather some information, because maybe it's going to be important to our shift. And then we'll start working. Then we'll clock in.
Lil, it's good that you're here. Wait, tell me, are we having this conversation for the first time? Second? Are we stuck in a loop?
Mess with her, reassure. Let's mess with her, man.
We are totally stuck
I'm in the
in
mood
a
to do
time
that.
loop. And the only way for us to break out of it is if you tell me your deepest, darkest secret.
Be serious. These are dark times.
Double down or sci-fine? No, let's double down.
I'm dead serious. Your past self clinging to the edge of that pit told me it was our only hope.
Fine. I've never told anyone this before, but sometimes, late at night, when I think no one's looking, I try to...
Oof, gotcha. I don't mess with the chronometer after
Are you
hours.
kidding me?
I'm frightened enough of being sent back
What
in
was she gonna
time
say?
or forward in space or whatever, using it at the guard shed.
Okay.
I'm glad to hear it. The readings I've been receiving from the device have been outside of my comfort zone. Not to mention the fact that those mages seem hell-bent on manufacturing another one.
Sometimes at night when you can't sleep, you try to
What is with those mages? It seems like for every lovable stoner like Echo, there's 3 spooks like Tyronius these days.
I guess we just gotta fill in those blanks ourselves, everybody.
That's
What do you think she was gonna
an
say?
extremely perceptive observation. You're working the night shift again tonight, correct? I'd like to requisition an upgrade for one of your tools. Which one would you like me to upgrade?
Decoder ring, metal detector, truth spray, bullwhip, or x-ray? Let's go with x-ray. That's what I say.
It is done.
Thank you.
Gee, thanks. That's awesome.
I just hope it's not too little too late considering what we're up against.
What are we up against?
What does that mean?
Just stay focused on the task at hand. That's all any of us can do.
Why are you so damn
That's
cryptic?
still pretty vague.
I'm just trying to get us through this in one piece.
Fine, don't tell me.
I hate
Goodbye,
when
Mel.
people do that.
Goodbye, Dr. B.
I have anxiety. When you say something as cryptic as that and then you don't tell me what I'm about to get into, my anxiety just kicks in through the roof and I expect the worst things to happen. Head down to the shed to work the night shift. All unvisited locations will become unavailable. No. Not yet. We got some things to do. Like, we gotta ask if Isla is over in Ash's office. We have some questions to ask and we need some answers. I'm sorry. Look at this up to no good looking girl.
Unexpected.
You too. Where's Travis? No, you two.
I could could say the same about you. What are you doing in Ash's office?
Can you just give me the freaking crystal pumpkin head?
I'm volunteering as her unpaid intern. My mom said this will fast-track me to get into the youth politician training program for two-faced cutthroats and liars, or the YPTPT-FCL. She says it'll help build character.
Yeah, you need a lot of character that needs building. Promise.
Yikes. I'm here because I'm supposed to tell you that Lamont won't be able to meet up later. He's, stuck at the office.
Oh, that hard-working lug. He'll be the perfect trophy husband for me. He's so distractingly handsome that it'll both impress and intimidate my opponents.
Okay, well, let me know if there's anything I can do to help you with that.
Now that you mention it.
Oh, crap.
The YPTPT-FCL does have an entrance exam that I could use your help with. And I've got something from Garby if you do.
Okay.
Okay, what do I have to do?
There are a couple of questions about current and historical affairs that I still need to answer. Here we go. What was the name of the late King Oswin's father?
Later King Oswin? Artemis!
Okay, question 2. What is the current name of the Goblin Ball Stadium?
We should know this. We helped name the stadium. Thunderdome, I don't know whatever for I don't know, the boring whatever for things, the exciting Coliseum for sports!
Great. Question 3. The Crown Prince of Petrard, Phineas Pomp, is the son of...
How do you not know this? Are you really that much of a dumbass? Queen Turtledove and King Phineas, King Fangil and Queen Amelia, Queen Talia and King Salvatore, King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk. I remember that name. Buttermilk.
And last one. Mega rock superstar Vlad Extreme plays what kind of instrument?
Lute? Bazooki? What's a bazooki? Guitar or a saxophone? Oh my goodness. I feel like he plays a guitar, no? Does he not play a guitar? Wait, I could have sworn he was like, oh shit. What's a lute? What the fuck is a lute? I'm not gonna look up Vlad Extreme's instrument. I just wanna look up what a lute is and what a bazooki is. I think it might be a lute. Cause I remember I mentioned that it looks like a guitar with like a Euro curve at the end. And that's exactly what a lute looks like. But just for shits and giggles, what is a bazooki? It better not be something nasty. Oh shit, it could be a bazooki. I think it's a lute though. It's not a guitar because it was kind of roundish at the bottom. It had like some kind of like, I don't even know what it was. Like it was straight up and then it kind of pointed like this. What am I even talking about? I think it's a lute. It's either a lute or a bazooki, but gun to my head, pistol to my shits, I'm going lute.
Actually, looking over all these questions, I'm pretty sure all these answers are right. I'm a shoo-in for acceptance now. Here, Garby actually gave me 2 of these.
It's what I do. It's what I do. Thank you. I got those crystals, and I am out of here. So we just gotta talk to the last kid. Probably over at, I don't know, the dungeon? I mean, what is this kid doing in the dungeon? Unless he's a badass kid, and he's in prison, then it is what it is. How do I talk to this crooked fuck? Nope. Okay, never mind. I guess we'll go in here. Lil knocks, but there's no response. I feel like Malcolm is gonna betray us, which won't even be a twist because I'm like, you know what? He already looks shady as shitballs, but he seems like somebody that's gonna try to overthrow the kingdom, especially the queen. But let's see what the docks are. I don't think that we've ever been here before. The last kid has to be here. Yeah, there he is. He's right next to, the gambling dude. Oh, it's the douchey. Hello, douchey.
Oh, Diddums, my trusty valet. We've been so displaced by the war.
Yes, ma'am, we have.
It simply must stop by any means necessary.
What do you think this dick nose is gonna do about it?
The means necessary to stop war must at all times be relentless, mum.
How true, Diddums. Mark Goblin Twain, correct?
No, mum, his cousin Egbert.
Having Egbert as a name is crazy. Let's talk to this dude. I thought he
Hello
died.
there. How did it go with the bank?
Turns out this oligarch's money has been seized due to the war.
Didn't
so
he
now
die?
I've been forced to take up residence here among these poor people.
I thought he died.
Because you're poor now too. Isn't that fun?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Hello there, Lil.
Seamus McGoblin, what brings you and your family to the docks?
Oh, we live here now. Things got a bit tight after the war started, so we had to relocate. It's not the prettiest or safest place to live.
But...
No, but this place is awful.
well, at least you're all together, right?
Oh, not so. One of our boys, teeny Tom McGoblin, was lagging behind when we fled, so we had to hurry along without him. He should be arriving in the sprawl any day now. If you're working the gate, would you mind not giving him too much trouble and let him in?
For sure. Bribe me? Bribe me from Seamus McGoblin. We'll see. We'll all
I'll have
see.
to wait and see how I feel.
Okay, I guess that's as good as an answer as I'm gonna get.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not sliding me at least a 20, at least a Benjamin Franklin, then I don't know if I could let him in, you know?
Step right up, folks, and take your turn at being a winner. Find the queen and uncover a royal prize. How about you, young lady? Care to be a winner? Simon, it's me, Lil. Lamont says he's stuck at work and won't be able to meet up with you. Hey, Uncle Fredo, she's made me. What do I do?
Just play it cool and act like you've never seen her before.
Sorry, ma'am, who I'm gonna act like I've never seen before. Would you care to play a game that's almost guaranteed to make you a winner?
Shady gambling? What are you doing here? Yeah, this dude and his Uncle Pasta Sauce are trying to hustle me right now.
My mom got drafted to the front lines. Until she gets back, I've been staying with my Uncle Fredo. We kind of move all over, running different con games.
Never admit you're running a con.
I've got something from Garby for you, but I can't just give them to you. You'll have to play for them.
All right, let's get it.
All right, what's the hustle?
Even though I don't need it, I'm greedy. I want it all.
It's not a scam at all, ma'am. All you need to do is find the queen.
Okay, let's do this, everybody. So the queen is right
She's
here.
one of the three
Got
cards you see in front
Eyes
of you.
locked in,
Just
everybody,
keep your
like
eye
a
on the
hawk.
prize.
Got you. Okay, well, you put it off screen. Boom.
Where's the queen?
Right here. I feel it in my bones.
Congratulations!
Give me my money.
You found
Give
the
me my
queen,
crystals.
You won the jackpot.
Give me my cash before I snitch that you're running this shady operation.
You're making it too easy.
Since I'm stuck here, could you be a pal and make sure Isla knows about Lamont not showing up? She's gonna be crushed.
I think she knows about that already. This hat. It is a fancy hat, but not the hat for me.
Mr. Fantastico! I haven't seen you around for a bit.
My journey for the most fantastic hat took me to the countryside, where I was drafted into the war.
You're a little too old to be drafted in the war.
Well, that sucks. But you're back now. Does that mean my dad is back too?
Unfortunately, your father remains at the front lines. I, however, got sent home for wearing too many fantastic hats. Apparently, it was alerting the enemy to our presence.
Well, I'm happy you're home, and that you got to try on some fantastic hats.
But they were not fantastic enough. My journey, it continues. Also, your father gave me this letter to give to you.
Cool.
A letter from Dad.
Hell yeah. I've been expecting you, Father.
Dear Lil, thanks for your last letter. I really enjoyed reading it. Except that part when you told the really, really dirty joke.
Sorry.
Where did you even hear a
My
joke
bad.
like that? You're 12.
Calm down.
Is this how your friends talk? Because I don't think you should be hanging around with them if they know words like that.
Sorry, I'm a bad influence. Fuck.
Regardless, I told your joke to the guys and they all loved it.
See?
But now I have a reputation as a funny guy, and they all want me to tell more jokes like that. So before you dump those little monsters forever, get them to write down a few more jokes just like that one, will ya?
I got you.
This war is tough, but they say there will be a ceasefire on St. Swithin's Day, so that's something to look forward to. But what's really keeping me going through the darkest moments is the thought of getting back to you. I love you, Lil. Please write back soon. Love, Dad.
The dad is so sweet. Such a good guy.
I better write back to him. Hey, Mr. Capello, do you have a pen and paper on you? Fantastic or otherwise?
Of course, child.
Dad got a little mushy at the end of that last one. How should I respond?
Play it tough. Write a mushy letter. I feel like if we write a mushy letter, he's gonna get so emotional that he might not be able to think. But I don't know. I think about it from my perspective of the dad. I would want my kid to say something mushy as well, because it would give me hope. It would make my heart feel all warm and fuzzy instead of playing it tough, because then it feels like they don't even care. So I'm gonna write a mushy letter back, because that's what I would want as a dad. Lil will write a sentimental, affectionate letter to her father. Are you sure? Positive. Why is there a missing queen poster on that box? And why does that have an effect on the sprawl? That's between father and daughter. What are you talking about? That's personal.
Hey, Mr. Capello, do you think you could mail this letter for me, fantastically or otherwise?
Of course, child. I will search for a stamp for your letter that is so fantastic that it stops the postman in his tracks and makes him cry to the heavens, "Wow! Now that is one fantastic stamp!"
I love that.
Or, you know, whatever's the cheapest.
Well, it's a good thing that we came this way. What is this? Hold on. Now that can't be safe. What about the freaking rocket that I have in my inventory? In my whole back pocket. Some Oppenheimer shit just chilling in my freaking pocket. Talking about now that can't be safe. Got a freaking rocket launcher bazooki type shit in your backpack. But let's start our shift because we talked to everybody that we needed to. But it's a good thing that we did that because we ended up getting the letter from Dad. But now it's our second night shift. The first one, a bunch of the freaks came out. This time it better be double the freaky and double the shiki. And I don't even know what shiki means, but it better be double that, I promise. The Sprawl Monster Manual, 2nd edition. Forest entities, rare, special attacks, stomp and thwomp. Okay, let's just refer to this when they come. Like when we see them in front of our eyes, that's when we'll refer to this monster manual. But before that, let's just play it cool.
Why, hello, my dear. I'm just coming home from a long night tending the apple orchards. It's almost harvest season, and it couldn't come at a better time with the food shortage. Will you let me pass?
Let me see. Let's see old ladies with leaves in their hair. Let's see what that means. Zombies. I don't think that she's a zombie. Witches. Though they are rare and often indistinguishable from regular folk, it is possible to encounter a witch whilst on guard duty. There are tests that can be done to confirm whether they are or are not a witch. All right, everybody, listen up. For example, if the suspected witch weighs the same as a duck, it confirms they are made of wood and therefore a witch. I don't even know what that means, but I am interested. In practical terms, witches are not so different from regular folk. However, beware ulterior motives. They often have a plan on the go, and their moral compasses have the tendency to be well differently calibrated. I don't know if she's a witch though. Well, let's see. Vampire. I don't think that she's a vampire. Necromancer. Magic practitioners who have broken their codes and oaths and turned to the forbidden arts. Although not illegal, they should be discouraged from entering the sprawl. Mole people? Is she a mole person? Long ago, a subset of humans and elves carved out a life underground. This evolutionary branch began to change to accommodate their new existence. They became smaller, relying more heavily on their sense of smell and hearing than their soon underdeveloped eyesight. In addition, their hands and fingers became more claw-like because of the digging. Let me see if she has claw-like hands. She has little stubby hands. Her hands are as big as my small dog's paws. Let me see. It can't be a mole person. That can't be her. She's not a werewolf. She might be a ghost? No such thing as ghosts? What? Forest entity? I don't know. She could be a witch. Let's talk to her a little bit more.
I've got the first apples of what looks to be a very fruitful harvest. Tee-hee. Just a little gardening humor, dear. I'm using them to make a delicious pie. It's my absolute favorite recipe from my absolute favorite cookbook. See?
That's your cookbook? Let me open it. Let me read a couple chapters. I don't trust you.
I don't see how it could be a fruitful harvest this year. There's a war raging outside our walls. That can't have a positive impact on the orchards.
No, dear, you're right. The orchards were a bit sad. But still, a few good apples, and we should be able to make pies for every grown-up in the sprawl.
Should I whip her? I don't know. Why is my first instinct to whip everybody? Let me do X-ray. Because that's what I say. It better not be just a book. Okay, there's a single apple in there. Nothing out of the ordinary.
I'll share a secret with you. This is no ordinary apple. It's a magic wishing apple.
Oh.
Wishing apple?
Yes. One bite and all your wishes come true. Would you like to take it?
She's a witch, isn't she? No.
No thanks. I've got this thing about taking food from strangers.
What a clever little girl you are.
Let me see one more thing, everybody, because I want to be sure. Let me go back to witches. And weaknesses are water and fire. They're human-sized. And if the suspected witch weighs the same as a duck, it confirms they are made of wood and therefore a witch. That is very interesting. But I'm just gonna do one of these.
With all of these candies wrapped in foil, I can fatten up the children of the sprawl. Then, with these delicious magical apples, I'll put the fat little piggies to sleep and bake them into delicious pies.
I think that's jail time. That sounds like jail to me. Cooking kids and putting them in pies with a smirk on your face? That's jail. That's 20 years to life. That's electric chair. I don't even know if the electric chair's invented in this game.
And your little dog, too.
Oh, yeah? And my dog?
I don't have a dog.
Don't you?
No.
Oh, well then I guess I'll just have to make you one.
Okay, so that was a witch. We did good, everybody. I know we used a few items, but I just had to make... Game over. What? Transformed into a small terrier. You were unable to continue your work as a castle guardsman? We got turned into a terrier? Oh, look at this dog, though. It's so freaking cute. I can't even lie. So, do I just deny you outright instead of bullshitting and sending you to jail? Please don't turn me into a terrier again. At least turn me into a Pomeranian. Or maybe a husky?
My plans! My glorious, glorious plans! And my delicious pie!
Fuck your pie and your plans!
You'll just have to take it somewhere else, sister.
All right, but before I go...
Don't turn me into a dog.
I'll share a secret with you. This is no ordinary apple. It's a magic wishing apple.
Wishing apple?
Yes, one bite and...
No! Get away from me. And your apple.
I've got this thing about...
What a clever little girl you are.
Yeah, leave me alone with your fake fruits. Meat pies made out of kids. Well, that's a kinder surprise. You figured out her dastardly plan and did the right thing. And we got 3 stars and a ribbon. I'm just saying, everybody. I told you I got it like that. Don't even...
It is the same little guardsman who denied Scary Tree Monster in our previous encounter.
Did this dude just get a medal? Or what, being a tree? Congratulations.
Attend the meeting at your puny and horribly decorated city hall.
Well, I will determine that. I have something to ask my councilwoman.
You've reached the office of Councilwoman Ash. This is Isla speaking. How can I help you?
Classy hello, Isla.
Hey, Lil. What's up?
Got a tree monster with a mind to head to City Hall over here.
I'll put you through to the councilwoman. Please hold.
Hopefully we can let this tree monster through. Seems like good people.
Now listen carefully. There is no time to lose. He isn't the most patient tree monster. You must deny him entry and explain that I would consider it a personal favor if you would go to Kaladar and get them to swear allegiance to the sprawl. If we get a large enough coalition together, we may be able to put an end to this war once and for all. Thank you for putting me through, Isla. Travis, are you on this call?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Good. You're fired. Isla, you've got the job.
Aw, poor Travis.
No!
What did Travis ever do to anybody?
Way to go, Isla.
Really? Alright, I guess we don't fuck with Travis then. Except me. So, I feel bad for denying this guy, but I guess it's what we have to do. Sorry, Tree.
Councilwoman Ash said she would consider it a personal favor if you would get Kaladar to help us out. What do you think?
Curry favor with Power Broker in Sprawl. Mayor Scary Tree Monster accepts.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's very nice to hear.
Now to stomp and thwomp Kaladar until they help.
That's the spirit.
I guess he's cool with all that happening. You connected Ash to her stompiest, thwompiest new diplomat. Good for you. We're 2 for 2 with the shits, everybody. I'm on a roll. A's and B's. Oh no, zombies. Not the zombies! What do I do with these zombies? Okay, let me refer back to my monster manual. And zombies, somewhat common. Special attacks are biting. if they still have teeth. Weaknesses, no match for a fast walker. Alignment, neutral, size, human size. Look, the only zombies we have around here are the old-timey, slow-moving ones. Thank God. Treat them like sheep. Herd them around where you need them. They are relatively harmless. What does that even mean? So they're harmless, so... I trust you.
Yep, they sure seem like a bunch of zombies to me.
Are they, though? What if they're just pretending to be zombies? I mean, how do you fake that, though? Like, dude's brain is literally hanging out past curfew. Let me ask Stryker what she thinks. I just want to talk to somebody.
Zombies, eh? Not much use on the defensive front. They aren't as dangerous as they seem, you know. But if you send them away, it could act as a roadblock to tie up any enemy units looking to attack the walls head-on.
Oh.
Deny them. Nicely, please.
How do you deny them nicely? Please get the fuck out of here.
Sorry, you can't come in today.
Sorry.
Bye, zombies.
Bye, zombies. See you later, zombies. Lieutenant Stryker created an effective human roadblock with these zombies. An enemy broke his toe on a stray femur. Congratulations, zombies. Yes, congratulations. You won.
Oh, hi. You must be Lil. I was told to come to these gates so that I could be looked after by you. I'll be heading in now unless you need something else from me.
Who are you again? Hold on, are you a mole person? Hold on, let me see what's up with this mole. Long ago, a subset of humans and elves carved out a life and lived underground. This evolutionary branch began to change to accommodate their new existence. They became smaller, relying more heavily on their sense of smell and hearing than their soon underdeveloped eyesight. In addition, their hands and fingers became more claw-like because of the digging. While considered disfigured and even monstrous by some, please do not persecute the mole people. They are not to be punted. After all, without mole person labor and digging know-how, the sprawl wouldn't enjoy the world's greatest sewer system. Okay, well, let's talk.
So,
what are your
who
motives?
told you to come see me?
Aw, geez. It's kind of a top-secret project I'm working on. I don't think I should say much more about it. It's on the up and up, but I'm afraid it's also pretty hush-hush.
Okay, well, I trust
Top
that, I guess.
secret. Whoa. And they sent you straight to me, eh? Yep, that sounds about right. I'm kind of the best guardsman on the force these days.
That's not what I was told.
Oh, really?
What were you told?
I was told that you were trustworthy if a bit... Well, that's not important. I was told you were trustworthy.
Okay. You want to know how trustworthy I actually am? I'm about to give you the whip. I'm kidding. I'm about to give you some of this. Oh, shit. I premature farted.
The GLA floated a plan to dig a tunnel under the outer walls to access essential supplies from the outside. I'm here to get the project started.
The GLA? Fuck the GLA, bro. I don't know you. Well, should I send him to jail because he's trying to get supplies from the sprawl outside? You know what? I should. Because that's illegal. That's illegal activity, Mr. Mole Man.
Jail? Well, I guess I could start my digging from there. Wouldn't be the first time I tunnel my way out of a prison.
Wait.
I wish I could have seen the look on their faces when they finally looked behind that poster.
Wait.
So long.
Hold on. Time out. Excuse me, time out. Oh, shit. What you got wrong? You sent him to jail. What you got right? It's actually an optimal position from where to start digging the tunnel to help the city. Wait a minute. So I did do good. Okay. Well, I guess we're not gonna rewind time. Because we 3-starred that. But we didn't get the ribbon. Who are you?
Hello. Holy hell. You are actually a nightmare come to life.
She looked like Mason Voorhees.
Is it the belt?
What? No.
Is it the knife and the hockey mask?
And the knife glove. Yes.
Are you sure it's not the belt? Because I have a big job interview today, and I don't want anything to ruin it.
Okay, so she got on a Jason mask with Freddy Krueger hands and a sword
It's
that has
not the
blood on it.
belt.
She's killed before she came here. So how do I handle this?
So, what's your name?
Greaves. First name, Stabitha.
Stabitha Greaves. I do not want any problems. I want no problems with Stabitha Greaves. What a name.
Stabitha Greaves. Terrifying figure of utter horror. I do not have you on my list.
Oh, they don't know I'm coming.
And you said you had a job interview today?
Job interview? With that?
Well,
yo, come on.
not
I gotta
in
let her
this
in
role,
just for that.
But cutting through would save me some travel time. I'm headed to the outdoor wilderness camp at Lake Scream and Die. I'm applying to be a camp counselor. Well, reapplying.
I love that. I mean, I trust that you are going to kill people. Yeah.
Stabitha, that's a beautiful name.
Don't say it 3 times into a mirror at night, though.
Oh, so you're the whole
take your
shebang.
word on that.
You got all the horror movie components to you, huh? Makes sense. So what do I do about all this? Should I actually go back and let me see something? Let's see what happens with serial killers. There's nothing on serial killers? No? Okay. Well, what if I do this? Let's see how powerful you really are. Hacha! What did that do?
Whoa, what the heck was that?
What was what?
That flash in your chest with all the weird writing.
Oh, that old thing? That's a demonic hex that appeared over my heart the night that I died. It gives me the unnatural strength and endless stamina I need to hunt down camp counselors in the woods at night.
Looks good on you.
Well, what in the world do I do now? Maybe do X-ray? Because I am going to deny you, but this is pretty interesting. I guess you have everything on your hands. So there's nothing hidden? I mean, besides your heart.
Yep, there's your problem right there. Looks like you got a demonic hex on your heart. Gonna be hard to get rid of that bugger. Seems to be written in a different language, so we're gonna need foreign parts to fix her.
Oh, I don't want it removed. It gives me the unnatural strength.
Okay, you told us that already. So, I'm just gonna outright deny you, or should I send you to jail? Because you are gonna kill people, so I might as well prevent all that from happening, so. Sorry, you look badass, I will say. I'm a big fan of all the stuff you got going on, but I gotta send you to jail.
You are hereby under arrest for the crime of wanting to kill a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill them. It's just been my sole purpose, driven by demonic motivation since I was raised from the dead.
Save it for the courts. So long, Stabitha.
So she can go to jail for almost... Oh my god!
Sorry, I forgot I cut your phone line and didn't fix it. I hate to leave you vulnerable.
Holy
very considerate
crap,
of you,
I didn't think they
Stabitha.
could come behind the guard shed.
How did you escape the guards taking you to prison?
Oh, I killed them. Anyways, guess I'm taking a long way to Lake Scream and Die. If I don't get the job, because I was running late, I'll come back and tell you all about it.
So I just have to deny her?
Oh god, what have I done?
Damn, I fucked up twice. Your impulse to jail this horror show was correct, but as a result of your actions, a half-dozen guards were brutally murdered. So that's not great. Was there a way to stop her once and for all? Let me rewind that, because I don't want that to happen. I don't want to lose some guards because we are at war here, everybody, and... First things first, everybody. Let's call Stryker.
Phone lines, they don't work. It looks like the wire was cut.
Damn.
Yeah, you caught me. It's a thing I do to make sure the people I want to kill can't call for help.
Touché.
But you don't want to kill me, right?
Depends on if you let me in or not. Ha ha.
Ha ha.
Ha ha.
This one's interesting, everybody. So we're face to face with a serial killer, and we need to figure out how to survive. So we can't just outright deny her. What we need to do, maybe... Oh, man, I have no idea. We can't confiscate what you have. Maybe let's talk to you a couple times?
Greaves.
Okay, we already heard this part. Maybe we can talk her out of this. I trust
Tabitha.
you. Let's talk to you again. Maybe we can talk her out of
Maybe we
this.
should do a little pre-interview. You know, for practice.
Good idea.
So, Stabitha, why do you want to work at this horribly named camp?
Oh, Oh, I've been a camper at Lake Scream and Die for a while now. I met all my friends there. I died there. It's been a major part of my life.
Oh, wow, that's so sweet.
Oh my, wow, okay. And what would you say is your biggest strength?
Punctuality.
And your biggest weakness?
Probably wanting to kill all the other camp counselors in gruesome and horrific ways.
Oh, yeah, let's not do that. Okay.
Sounds like you have a strong sense of motivation.
Yes, motivation to seek revenge on those camp counselors who lured me out into the woods that night and left me to die.
Just trying to help you out here, Stabitha.
So maybe we can decode the demonic hex in her heart?
There's nothing here to decode.
Oh, okay. Sorry. One more
Since
conversation?
you're here in front of me and not dead, I guess those camp counselors didn't kill you after all. So, there's no need for revenge, right?
That night I died in the woods. A demonic spirit of vengeance possessed my shattered heart and brought my twisted corpse back to life. Now, I am cursed to wander the campgrounds of Lake Scream and Die at night until I have slaughtered every last person who had a hand in my death. I just hope I can make it through the job's 90-day probation period.
A hexed heart, huh? Yeah, I've been there.
You had the head counselor of a summer camp you worked at.
I know what to do, everybody.
I guess
we
not.
gotta rewind time one more time. And we have to fix that demonic heart. So we do x-ray, right? And then we make sure that we know that she has a demonic hexed heart. And then maybe we can use the decoder ring on that? Let's see if we can decode that. Yes, we can! Okay, so we had to establish that she did have a demonic heart. Then we can decode it.
Did you just decode the hex on my heart without asking me?
Sorry.
Oh, I guess I did. I'm sorry.
That's a little presumptuous.
I don't have to read it if you don't want me to.
No, go ahead. I'm curious what it says myself.
It translates to, if this hex is read out loud, the cursed shall return to whence they came.
Wait, on second thought, no!
Oh, cool. We actually get to see what she looks like. Is she a corpse, though? Because she did die. Oh, God!
Family's son.
Hey, I remember you. How have things been?
I kind of liked you better as Stabitha Greaves. What do I do about this now? Do I rewind time again? No.
Well, this has been one for the books.
Okay, this dude was all ash. You exorcised the demon inhabiting this undead serial killer. Bravo. Yes. Everybody clap it up for me. Because I handled that like a pro. I only had to rewind 2 times, by the way. Hello, guys.
We got a call. There may or may not be something strange going on in your general vicinity.
Are these the Ghostbusters?
Who are you now?
Ghost finders.
Ghost finders. All right. Well, there's no such thing as ghosts, so what do you want me to do?
Ghost finders? So what, you find ghosts?
That's right.
That's so
People
awesome.
call us when they suspect some paranormal activities. We come in and we find out what's what.
Sure.
Whoa, that's cool, I guess. I always heard that ghosts don't exist.
That is what all the experts say.
And the scholars.
And the historians.
And just about everyone else around the sprawl. But are you sure they don't?
I'm not. To be quite honest, I'm not sure if they are real or not.
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
But not 100%?
Well, not 100.
Boom! Ghost finders at your service.
Okay. Well, let me ask Councilwoman Ash if I should let you 2 in.
You've reached the office of Councilwoman Ash. This is Isla speaking. How can I help you?
Nice phone manners, Isla.
Hey, Lil. What's up?
I've got some ghost finders at the gate. What do you think I should do?
Oh my. Okay. I'm probably not supposed to know this, but I overheard a phone call between Malcolm and Queen Desdemona, and they were talking about bringing these guys in about some ghost she thinks she saw.
Okay.
I'd call Malcolm if I were you.
Great. Just 1 second, fellas. 1 more second. Just have 1 more phone call to make. Just sit tight.
Oh, fantastic! Send them to the dungeon at once.
You called for these guys?
What? No, of course not. But we have a lot of ghosts kicking around down here, and I'd love to get a good look at
I
one.
thought they weren't real.
I've always been told that ghosts don't exist.
What? Of course they do. Ghosts are figments of overactive imaginations, like mine. Tell you what, there's 20 bucks in it for you if you send the ghost finders down here.
You mean send them to jail?
I always do, baby.
Why would I send them to jail? I'm just gonna accept them but not send them to jail. Do I have to? Why would I send them to jail? I don't care about the 20 bucks. I'll just let you in. I feel bad sending them to jail.
All right, time to save someone who has been terrorized by a specter or spirit. And remember, kid, if there's something strange and it don't look good,
just go already.
Ghost finders.
I actually did hear about you seeing ghosts if you have an overactive imagination. So I always tried to force myself to make sure that my imagination wasn't going wild so I would never see anything. It always happened like after a scary movie, I felt like my imagination was running wild. So I always tried to make sure I calmed down. But we still got 3 stars and the ribbon anyway. Ghosts definitely don't exist. 99.9% positive. But you should head down to Malcolm's office to be extra sure. Location unlocked. So we might see a ghost, everybody. But that is the end of our shift. That was actually one of the more fun shifts of this game.
It is imperative that you invite me in. The sun is coming up.
No? Okay. Who? I mean, you're gonna suck people's blood. No.
You again? You're the most blatant vampire I've ever seen. I'm not gonna invite you in. Also, stop putting it that way. It's creepy.
So rude. Are you sure you won't hear me out?
Sure. You know what? Hear him out.
After our last interaction, you know, the one where you turned me away, I met my lovely bride, Myrna, who now waits for me with a group of our close friends and family to tie the knot in the vampire crypt. Please, invite me in for eternal love's sake.
Invite him in. I need more info.
It just sounds so creepy when you ask me to invite you in. Like every human instinct tells me not to. Just give me more to work with, Heiny.
Heinrich. Well, Lil, as you may or may not know, in addition to being a vampire, yes, I said it, I am a chiropractor for creatures of the night. We feel pain too. Good lumbar support is rare these days.
Continue.
Well, I wish to continue to be a pillar of my community. I wish to marry the love of my life, Myrna, and we hope to start a family together someday.
How?
Can vampires be dads?
I mean, I wasn't really looking to have the talk with you tonight.
Ack! Not what I meant.
Heard enough?
I think I've got enough to go on now.
Finally, I can still make it!
You know what? Love is love, everybody. Who am I to deny that?
Don't make me regret this, Heinrich. I invite you into the sprawl to get creepy married.
I feel like I fucked up, but you know what? I just want to see how this plays out.
You have just completely redeemed yourself, Lil. My love, I'm coming.
This better be real, or I will shoot you with a stake to the heart. I think that's how you kill vampires, right? Or is that werewolves? Come on, give me that full shebang. Woo! Due to your exceptional job performance, 3.83, you were paid 30 gold for this shift. I'm like that. That one was the hardest, though. This witch right here, that was making children pies. That sounds so weird. But she was turning kids into pies. Or she was making pies that had kids as the main ingredients. Something weird like that. Let's go to the dungeon. Let's see if we can see any ghosts. I wonder what happened to Lil's mom. Are we ever gonna know? Or is it just one of those things where it's just her and the dad? And the creepy dude's still here. The Ghostbusters aren't. That's good. Let's see if they're down here, though. Lil, those idiots claiming to be ghost finders actually found a ghost. But don't worry, I've locked it in my office. Ghosts can't move through doors, right? Please find your 20 gold taped to the back of this note. Sweet. What about the ghost, though? Uh-oh. Why did we open the door? Where's the ghost? Ghost? Who's that? Is that King Phineas? Or no, King Oswin?
My hour is almost come.
Alas, poor ghost.
Pity me not, but lend thy serious hearing, revenge my foul and most unnatural murder.
Can this dude stop talking in Shakespeare, please?
Murder? Who done it?
That villainous mage Tyronius Athanatos.
I knew he was up to no good.
How?
with juice of cursed Hebenon in a vial, and in the porches of mine ears did pour the leprous distilment.
He poured poison in your ear? That's a really weird way to kill someone.
That sounds so creepy, too.
Remember me.
Who are you again? Hold on, how can I remember who I don't even know? Wait, come back! Dude.
Whoa, I knew that Tyronius was no good, but this is another level.
Huh. Okay, so how do we prove that he murdered the king? That's the king, right? Because we've seen posters of that guy. But anyway, we're back at the Twisted Sisters. What is the queen and the king doing here? That's the king, right? Oh shit, I almost burped. Formal greeting? Tacos?
Let me guess. We're finally gonna have the best friend taco party I've been dreaming about since level 5.
Level 5?
Excuse me, what?
You're not a part of this, Chuck.
Lil, I have something important to discuss with you.
What?
Desi, I know we talked about this, but are you sure? Lil's done a lot for us.
I am not having this conversation again. It is entirely inappropriate what you've been put through. That is why tomorrow will be your last guard shift.
What?
But we're at war. I've been doing a good job, I think. I feel like in lots of little ways I've been, I don't know, changing the course of fate.
Desi, sure, she's a kid. And no, it's probably not fair. But she's proven she's more than meets the eye plenty of times. You were the reason I asked her to uncover the spy in the GLA.
True as that may be, it's time she was relieved of her duty.
I'm confused.
Where is all of this coming from? I thought we were, you know, friends.
Friends? With you? Someone who has been acting in her own self-interest against the crown? Tyronius has told me the true nature of your character.
There's no way that this is actually the real queen.
Tyronius? He's nuts, and he gives off real main villain energy. Why would you believe anything that creepy ghoul factory has to say?
She's not a doppelganger, anybody?
Because he has accepted the role as my advisor.
He's your 4th advisor?
4th, and perhaps only, if the other 3 remain so utterly useless.
She's never talked like this before the entire game.
You're gonna fire Stryker? I mean, I get Shit Cannon Ash and Malcolm, but don't you think it's better to, you know, have multiple opinions when it comes to big decisions?
Not anymore. And neither does Tyronius. He also thinks it is time for this little game to be over.
These don't sound like your words.
Yeah, this is not the queen.
She's right, honey. They don't.
Listen to me. I have made my decision. Tomorrow will be your final shift. We will not suffer those who speak against the Queen of the Sprawl.
What is that necklace she's wearing too? It looks like she's put under some kind of spell.
Desdemona, listen to yourself.
I will not be spoken to like that by a filthy...
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I'm under so much pressure.
Yeah, that's not her.
I need to lie down. I don't feel quite like myself right now. Lil, I'm sorry, but it's almost time for the end. Chuck, take me home.
Good night. Resist.
This doesn't make any sense. I have worked my ass off for you and the Bloody Sprawl, not to mention the idiot triplet advisors, and now you're following that Tyronius asshole's advice? Fine, I quit.
You can't quit. You were already relieved of duty.
This sucks.
I'm sorry, Lil. I'll try to talk to her. Good night.
So where is the real queen at? Because she's obviously put under a spell by Tyronius. That is the most obvious thing ever. I smelled that bullshit from a mile away, and it stinks. It stinks so bad. Lil had foiled Brunhilde, the morally questionables, to say the least, planned to fatten the children of the Sprawl with candy and then bake them into pies. The witch left in a huff. She took a hard look at her scheme and really thought about why people were so often disgusted at the idea of eating pies made out of children. So she pivoted and created a line of vegan apple pies. After months of tweaking her recipe to perfection, she baked some of the most incredible pies you've ever tasted. She made the cover of the Sprawl Tattler newspaper, was declared best new restaurant, and there was much rejoicing. She was gonna kill kids though, what the heck? Mayor Scary Tree Monster stomped his way to Kaladar, ready to enact Councilwoman Ash's plan to convince them to swear allegiance to the Sprawl. But upon his arrival, he observed a fleet of lumber company's vehicles ready to cut down his beloved forest. Oh no. It seems that Councilwoman Ash's diplomatic mission was actually a distraction to keep Mayor Scary Tree Monster from voting on a controversial new bill. A bill that included, among other things, plans to cut down Darkwood Forest. Upon this discovery, he turned around and stomped back to the Sprawl. Mayor Scary Tree Monster arrived at the Sprawl City Hall too late to stop Bill, used Darkwood Forest lumber to build orphanages for sick and injured children separated from their parents by the war and helped them get their parents back from being signed into law. This was the lowest point in Mayor Scary Tree Monster's political career. Wow. Sent out as cannon fodder by Lieutenant Stryker, which bought precious time for the citizens of the Sprawl, the zombies were eventually hacked to pieces by the enemy forces surrounding the castle walls. Later, a ceremony was held and a rock was placed on the site of the brave zombie massacre in recognition of their sacrifice. As years went by, people forgot exactly which rock it was that commemorated this act, and eventually they forgot it happened altogether. History's a bitch. I know it's censored, but I'll say it. I don't give a double doggy style. Damn, everybody. Punxsutawney? Who the Polly began digging the top secret food tunnel from inside the prison walls. Some of the prisoners used the tunnel to escape, but this was deemed an acceptable trade-off for bringing in food to the starving people of the Sprawl. An acceptable trade that is until most of the rations were commandeered by the prison warden and his guards. In the end, only a small fraction of the food being smuggled into the city made it into the hands of the desperate general population. On the flip side, the prisoners became very well fed, which reduced their inclination to riot or escape by as much as 80%. More good news. The prisoners that had fled through the tunnel took down a number of enemy encampments on their way out of the city, so go us! We did good. Accidental greatness sometimes. Decoding the hex on Stabatha Greaves' heart exorcised the demon and freed her soul from its clutches. In death, she was finally at peace. Stabatha's former friends, the counselors from the outdoor wilderness camp at Lake Screamandie, ended their summer contracts and went home. But they were plagued by the guilt they felt for their part in Stabatha's death. Could they really just go back to their normal lives after what they had done? 1 year later, they met back up at Lake Screamandie. They were all starting to crack under the weight of their secret. In fact, Assistant Head Counselor Mitch Morrison suggested they all turn themselves in. He couldn't live with it anymore. He needed to tell the authorities what they had done last summer to assuage his guilty conscience. But the others didn't like his plan. They knew they couldn't let Mitch confess to their crimes. They had to silence him. With 2 murders now on their hands, the group of camp counselors went their separate ways, once again assured that their secret was safe for now. The demon Lil had exorcised from Stabatha found a perfect new home in Mitch Morrison, and the cycle continues. Damn! Mitch felt guilty and they clapped his cheeks too? The Ghost Finders were never again able to replicate their trick of making the ghost of King Oswin appear, nor were they able to convince anyone that they actually did it in the first place. As a result, the duo was forcibly committed to the Sisters of Charity Psychiatric Hospital for the differently minded and delusional. To be fair to the intake nurse at the hospital, the only witness the Ghost Finders could produce to their one act of actual ghost finding was the well-known and very psychotic court jester. What about Lil? Lil saw the ghost too, right? Lil can vouch! Count Heinrich von Pyre's wedding started beautifully until that pesky Van Helsing showed up and killed the obvious vampire just before sunrise, which would have been the most romantic part of the ceremony. On the plus side, Myrna Herkin was freed from the Count's curse and control, and eventually rekindled a romance with her old fling Jonathan. They got married and had a son named Quincy. They were a very boring family. The Sprawl lost one of its best chiropractors that night. Rest in peace, Heinrich. You were too beautiful for this world. Sorry, Heinrich. I feel so bad. You were barely married, dude. At least you got to experience it just once. But that was level 10, everybody.
And the already spread-thin guard force is calling it the worst night of, and I quote, creepy shit they've ever seen on St. Swithin's Day. And that's saying a lot. So if you see any of the few guards trying their darndest to keep things together inside our fair city walls, just go up and give them a hug, because Po Buddy's nerfect. I'm sorry, there appears to be a typo in that last statement. You're listening to The Morning Crawl, where we won't be playing any of today's top hit music because we will be keeping all frequencies clear in the event of an emergency broadcast.
Damn the war.
This is Dodger, signing off alone because all of my animal co-hosts were turned into food rations.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. We barely knew the swine. And then I think we barely knew the duck. There's a letter! Yes! It is from Father!
A letter arrived from Dad.
Dear Lil, I haven't received your last letter yet. I really could have used the pick-me-up. Things are getting really hectic here.
What do you mean?
Everyone is busy getting ready for the upcoming naval battle. Even though I don't have any training at all, I'm getting stationed on one of the attack boats on the front lines.
We sent him a letter. We gave it to the hat guy.
But don't worry. I overheard the Admiral say that there may be a plan brewing to unleash a ferocious sea monster, if they can find one. But they'll have to make sure there aren't allies in the water when they do. So that sounds like a plan, right? I don't really know what's in store for me, but I'm doing my very best so I can get home, and we can finally get our lives back on the right track. Wish me luck. I think I'll need it this time. Love, Dad.
Aww.
I guess all the fighting has disrupted the postal service? Oh, the humanity.
Oh, that makes sense. That's why he didn't get the letter. But how did the letter from him get to us? Because that same postal service in the city would need to deliver it to us, right?
I heard the news. This is your last shift down here at the shed.
We are not actually going to finish that conversation in today's episode. We are going to save it for our last shift in the next video. If you all are ready and excited for that, make sure y'all give this video one big fat like. And tell a friend today that Jay from the Kubz Scouts is that dude!